Hello everyone. Wow, day 986, walking 5 miles per day every single day at age 67 and a half. All right, I'm on the loop again. If you can see the Oro Valley, the mountains behind me, aren't they gorgeous? And then there are mountains on the other side as well. It's just a gorgeous place. Truly a gorgeous place. So, yesterday I went on a trail hike, and it was my understanding it was 5 miles, but it wasn't. It was only 2.5 miles. So, today I'm having to walk 7.5 miles, which is 9,000 steps out and 9,000 steps back on the loop. And I'm already on my way back. And that's okay. I mean, all I got to do is go back to the hotel room and sit, so I'd rather be out here anyway. But yesterday, something happened after I got through filming that I think everybody knows on other social media, but I didn't post it on YouTube because I don't have my desktop with me, and Final Cut Pro on my iPad is a little bit difficult to add pictures to the timeline. It's just a little more complicated than I like, and my upload speed is terrible in this hotel. So anyway, I didn't say anything about it yesterday, so I'm gonna tell you today. I made it up halfway up, and I was walking down. I wasn't running, I wasn't doing anything, and I lost my footing, and there I went. So I've got bruises on both palms, which is really weird. You know, usually when you fall, you go to one side, and most of my cuts and bruises and stuff are on the right side, but I still got a bruise on my left palm. Can't figure that one out. So let's start from the bottom and work my way up. I hit my right knee. I've got 2 cuts on my right knee. I've got a road rash on my right above my right knee on my right quad. That one stings a little bit. On my right wrist, took the brunt of it. I've got about a 1.5 inch gash that took off part of the tattoo I have on my right wrist. It's pretty nasty looking. And then you go down my arm, I've just got cuts and bruises, and then I've got a gash on my right elbow. So, you know, I'm walking down the trail, and I lose my footing, and I hit the deck, and I'm going, dang. Well, then I just started feeling real woozy. I guess it was from the shock or the pain, because it hurt. I ain't gonna lie, I mean, it hurt. And so I just sat on a rock for about 10 minutes, composed myself. I tried to stand up once, got a little bit dizzy. I said, shit, I don't need AFib again. So I sat back down, and no, it was fine. I think my body was just sort of shocked, because I've thought about it ever since it happened. And I honestly believe you could count on one hand how many times I have fallen in my life. Just, you know, falling like that. I just don't do it. I've always had good balance. And I think what happened, my diagnosis, my AAR, as David Goggins would call it, after action report, is I do 99.999% of my walking on flat pancake terrain. Now, it's flat, and it may have some elevation, but the pavement is still flat. There's no rocks, there's no holes, there's no nothing. And I can tell by the way I wear my shoes out that I do scruff my feet, so I don't pick my feet up high enough. So I think that's what happened. I'm sitting here doing my thing, and I don't raise my feet high enough. I hit a rock, and there I go. It was embarrassing, and I was the only one out there that I saw. And about 10 or 15 minutes later, a lady comes by, and she sees all the blood on my arm, and she goes, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." So, I mean, there were enough people out there that if I had fallen and gotten really hurt, that eventually somebody would have come along and found me. But, so I'm going to stay on the flats for a while and keep doing the loop and the roads and maybe some parks and some other things, because I'm going to be out here for 2 more weeks. I do want to give a little preview of tomorrow. I've got a friend named Brian who is a TikTok follower, and he's a friend. I know him. And the other day he responded to my RV idea, and he said, "You need to do it." He said the company would be crazy not to do it, and you would help the country. And I scratched my head about that long enough till I messaged him back, and I said, "Brian, elaborate, man. What do you mean by that?" And he sent me a message today that is, I'm not even going to try to memorize it. I'm going to actually read it off my phone tomorrow, because it's that good. And it's given me some insights on, where my audience is, what my audience is, and where this thing could go. So I want to give a big shout out to Brian, and I'll be reading that tomorrow. So I know I keep saying it over and over again, but it's so gorgeous out here. It's amazing. And I will be walking the loop more before I leave. And I may return next month. I don't know yet. I got to get better numbers before they'll send me back out here. So that's my job this week, is to pound those numbers and get them up so that they'll maybe send me back out here. But anyway, I hope y'all have a fantastic day. Godspeed, and as always, peace.